Boom.
All right, it's New Politics, and we're sitting backstage. The show's now started, and I have to tell you guys, I'd never seen you guys perform before last night. And then watching you guys perform at our pre-party last night, I'm like, I can't wait to see you guys perform today.
Awesome. Thank you.
What in the world is the deal with the breakdancing? That is awesome.
I've just always danced, and it's something we did from our first shows, and we just continued doing it. It became a part of like sort of our live show and sort of who we were as a band.
Have you ever hurt yourself doing it though?
I think I did twice. Like I did it in Dr. Martin's once, and I flipped off a stage, and like I had a bit of pain on my. I think it's called a bone bruise.
Okay.
So it took really long to heal, and it was very painful, but it didn't break or anything. And then once I banged my head on a speaker, and I was just bleeding all over stage.
That's pretty bad.
But the show must go on.
Does he ever get you guys into do it? Because that's what I think would be awesome. Is just, you know, you do your whole thing and you're awesome at it, and you get these guys, and then they come out and they're just like.
Yeah, but they need a
only when we're drunk.
Yeah.
Only when we're drunk. Not on stage. Not on stage.
Soren's actually got some nasty moves.
Yeah,
he
has a nasty scorpion kick.
Really?
It's like sort of a donkey scorpion kick.
I even ripped my pants for it. Like, I want to show it kind of like it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lewis can do windmills. He's actually got a few moves.
He does, yeah.
You know, I used to mix them back in the old day. No.
That's pretty awesome. You guys
Used to dabble.
Yeah. You know, you could do this on the side, right? You could just be New Politics kind of on the side, start yourself like a dance group.
Yeah, we are. That's
Yeah.
what we have a New Politics like dance crew.
Dance crew.
Which is what we do in our free time, but sometimes I can't
Like a
control
boy
myself.
band, a little bit.
I actually learned from them, but I can't control myself because it's still new, so I get up and just bust a move.
Do you have any room for a white ginger kid from Utah to be a part of
Absolutely.
this?
Absolutely.
It's
You're
funny you're
always.
saying it.
Yeah.
We're looking for
Because,
that.
yeah, we're looking for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I happen to know someone.
You got some moves?
No.
Oh,
No. But I have a lot of heart. I have a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
all
heart.
you need. That's all
Start
you need.
somewhere. So as
Yeah.
long as your heart's in the right place,
You know what?
it's all good.
I think that's actually the drive of the band. I think that's pretty much it. You know, we find our way, and you know, we somehow incorporate things that we love doing, but that's all we have. You know.
I think it's awesome too, because some people would shy away from it, like you have to have some sort of image, or you know, things have to be, and you guys are just like, who cares? Let's just do it.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
comes
We've really
natural.
learned that about us.
Yeah.
We're not very good when we like
Try.
when we
try to-
organize or try to
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
put
that's
it like
very
box it, then it's kind of awkward. But if we just go with the flow, then it always just seems to be like there's like a natural joy that comes, and things just move forward in a better way.
So let me ask you this then. You're talking about trying to force it. Sometimes people will talk about when they get signed with labels, there's expectations of labels, and there kind of becomes this creative dip. And then people go, oh, okay, and they figure out how to function within a label, or, you know, when there's expectations of beyond just the band. Did you guys kind of experience that, or fit in your way?
I think in a way, because you do, but in a way I think we did the opposite, because for us we were so excited to get signed. You know, when you play music, and especially because everything went really fast for us, we took it as a compliment instead. So yeah, you're right. People, it's like a relationship. If people contribute, they will also give themselves more. You know, so we also allow that to be a part of, you know, as a label, they want to be a part of the whole thing. So we took that as a huge compliment and just went with it. And it's something that when we tried holding back, nothing happened, and when we let go, things would happen. So we just go with the flow. We really learned it, that you know, that's the only way to do it.
What do you notice the biggest difference between audiences back home and then audiences here in the States?
Depends. If you ask the American,
Yeah.
he always says that the audiences over there are better, and if you ask us, we're like, no, they're better here.
No, it's not a matter
No.
of better. It's a matter of like, as a new band coming up, and like, you know, I mean, you go to shows. I used to go to shows all the time as a kid, and I still go to shows. But we
Now you are the
look
show.
at things differently, like, you know, because it's so flooded here the industry's so flooded with everything. But there, it's like in Europe, it's like that everyone's open to whatever you're doing. So like if you're a metal band, like people are still gonna listen to that. They're gonna come out and listen to that, and it's not gonna be like it's this way, it's this way, it's that way. That's the only difference.
So you think because we have so many bands, we can afford to be picky here in the States?
Yeah, I
Where it's
think
just
so.
like, listen, it's not my thing.
Yeah,
it
and
can be
I-
your
and I-
thing, but I've got these 20 bands that are doing the thing I love.
totally think so. And I mean, I also like our my attention span is like of a frog. You know, it's like so. Yeah, and with all this stuff coming at you, it's just like, oh, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. You know, it's like 10 seconds, and you decide if you like something. You know,
Right.
really is what happens. So I just feel like the European mindset is a little different than that. You know.
So how is it then that American Boy with 2 European kids? How did that happen?
We were eating in Chili's one day,
Shut up.
and he was
And
our
we were
waiter.
diving into one of those molten lava caves.
Yeah. You know about that.
Yes.
I used to work at Chili's.
Oh.
He was a waiter.
Really?
In Chili's.
Okay, keep going. There's got to be more than that.
Dude, this is not how we met. This is not how we met.
I wish, but
it would be awesome.
We met through mutual friends, but he was working at Chili at the time.
Okay.
And
I got a phone call from our friend Mikey, and I was literally at the restaurant, like at my restaurant, and he was like, "Yo, do you want to join a band with 2 Danish guys?" And I was like,
He was like, "Yeah, get me out of
I
here."
literally hung the phone up and quit and went home and sent in an audition. Haven't even spoken to these guys yet. Sent in an audition tape for like all I knew is that they wanted me to play their song, yeah, and like a cover of something. I think I might have spoken to you like through email.
No, we spoke on the phone,
And I chose to cover.
and
Back
he was
That
like,
Ass
of
Up
course, talking
on
all
drums.
like Long Island. He was like, "Yeah, so what do you need? What do you want? Like, what do you got? Huh?" It's like,
Not talking like that.
Hey, you want some songs? I'll get you
"You
songs.
want- I'll give you- I'll put
Sunday
that-
songs?
I'll put that sauce on the songs. All right, I'll put that Sunday sauce on the songs.
And so it was just that instant, right?
And he
You
sent
heard
in
it?
Juvenile back that
ass up.
that ass up, and I was like,
Like one
God,
shot of
this
a
guy's.
foot cam.
I was like, this guy's just as dumb as us. This is perfect.
And the how we knew that he really was gonna stay in the band was that we with the first when we rehearsed, it was like, this is awesome. He's a amazing drummer.
tell on the
But
feel.
then we were outside and we only had
First
one
rehearsal.
key. First rehearsal, and Dave and I get in a fight about the key, and Louis is standing smiling, looking at us, and then he still came back the next day. So we were like, oh, this guy's
And he was
good.
trying to just like, well, I don't know. I mean, I could just like help. I'll be wherever, whatever you
I
want.
can leave, I'll
And we
come
were
in.
discussing the most stupidest thing, like a married couple.
You guys want me to take care of it? I'll take care of it.
He's like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it could work your way or your way. I think it's, I
He's
mean,
got a
I don't
point.
really know. It's like, you both got a point. I mean, you should just decide something. It's like, let's get some coffee and then decide it.
We'll talk about it.
We're brothers first, okay, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Brothers first. Then we can fight about it.
Totally.
So what can we look forward to, you guys, in the next year? What do we got? More touring and some more music, or what's up?
Yeah, it's
A lot of
exciting,
both.
man. We're so excited. We've been working so hard. We feel we have so much to give, so much more to give, and we're like exploring these new areas, and we're finishing our album, which will be out.
Give me a date.
Is it what is it? The
Well, I think the album is August. We don't
August.
have it. We don't have a
the
date
first or
yet,
second
but
week of August.
Yeah.
But the single's coming out, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. This
3 days.
Yeah, in 3 days.
Yeah.
Called West End Kids.
Very excited.
Pretty stoked about it?
Oh
really
yeah, man.
excited.
Cool.
It's great. We're really really excited about
Will
it.
you guys be playing that today for us?
Unfortunately not.
What?
I know.
Get out of here.
I know.
Wait, why can't you play it for us?
We honestly, the truth is.
What if
we
I give
just-
you 34 minutes? Can you play it today? Let's do it.
34
We have
Let's do it.
35. That's cutting us by a minute.
I mean, 40 minutes.
We haven't had the chance yet to actually sit down and work it out. Yeah,
We've
as a
actually
band.
been
Comes
so
out on
busy.
Tuesday.
I know.
We're actually going through a phase, a changing phase. We're like a worm becoming a cocoon
What?
into a butterfly.
You mean a caterpillar?
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's what we call it here in the United
Oh,
States.
okay, caterpillar. And basically, so we're in this phase where we're changing like crew and stuff like that, like tour managers and stuff. So
And they hate that song.
no,
I can't stand it.
no.
That's why
It's
we're
like.
firing them. We're gonna get a new crew that likes the song.
No,
They
on the
can
1st
play
of
it.
May, we got a rehearsal spot in New York because we're going to start rehearsing all the new songs and going over the new show and all that. So we just sort of we're going through, like, we don't have all the stuff to rehearse it, and then we had all these, you know, we're doing a new music video. There's a lot of things behind the curtain that go on.
Yeah, the worm, you know, the worm.
You know, the worm and the butterfly.
It's the guys from New Politics here at the X96 Toyota Big Ass Show. Can't wait for August. Can't wait to have your album. Thanks for taking a few minutes, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Always.